So if you didn't watch the first video, definitely watch it. I'll link it down below. And that video was my biggest pregnancy regret, which was my 80-pound weight gain. And that included my 25 pounds of pre-pregnancy weight, which I always have to explain to people. And I'm like, and then there was my pre-pregnancy weight that I had to take off. So I kind of left off that video where I was in the Walmart fitting room trying to find clothing that would fit me to go work out in for my first time after giving birth to my son. So I'm standing in the Walmart mirror trying on stuff, and I look at myself and I see all these stretch marks that I really hadn't seen before. And part of the reason for that is because a lot of my stretch marks came like at the very end of my pregnancy. It was like my body was just like, okay, that's it. Like, you gained like a few too many pounds, that's it. So I started also retaining a lot of fluid. I was very swollen in my legs and everywhere else too, but my legs especially. Plus I had gained so much weight that it was a lot of extra weight. And when I was standing in Walmart is the first time I saw, and I really don't think I had all of these stretch marks, or at least they weren't visible because my skin was still stretched out. I had stretch marks going all down. I still have them. They go all down like the inside of my like inner thighs all the way down to knees. I have them on my outer thighs. My outer thighs, I may have had those. I don't even know. The inner thighs are all new, and there's a ton of them. Like, you can't count them. It's not like, oh, I got 2. No, there's a lot of them. The back of my knees, you can see some. And one of the most saddest things that I thought when I was standing in that dressing room was that I would never be able to wear certain clothing pieces again. And I remember thinking, I'm never going to wear shorts again. I'm never going to wear like a dress or anything. And that was really sad because, I'm in my 30s. I'm 34 years old. And at the time, I was 31. It was like, what? I'm never going to wear this stuff again. And I know how I get. Like, when I'm out in the heat, I get really hot. And, it's not like I looked all that before anyway. It was like I was wearing shorts, pretty much no matter what my weight was. So I had to really talk to myself. Like, I didn't like the way I looked. It was really the first time when I had to try to lose weight or whatever that I really thought, I can't believe I look this way, and can I lose this weight and look like enough to feel comfortable with myself? Because all the other times I always knew, okay, whatever, if I'm gaining weight, I can lose the weight and get back to what I like being or whatever. But this was the time I thought, that might not happen. And that was really scary because I almost didn't even want to try to lose weight because, I was thinking, I have all these stretch marks, I can't wear shorts anyway, does it really matter? I look, terrible, and I was pretty sure I was going to have a lot of loose skin after too, like in my legs, especially around the thighs and stuff. So, is this really worth it? And I decided it was, and which turned out to be a really good decision because it definitely was. Because even if you're not happy with, some of the things on your body, like the stretch marks or whatever, even when you're wearing, leggings or a t-shirt or whatever, you still want to feel good in that. So I did think, okay, maybe I'll just be in leggings for the rest of my life. I mean, I'm in them most of the time anyway. So I decided, okay, I'm going to do this. And because of health reasons, too, it was really hard to just move around and getting off the couch was hard. Couldn't really go for walks. My thighs were rubbing together and it hurt. I didn't like it. I didn't feel comfortable at that weight. I was having a hard time finding sizes that would fit me. So I decided I'm going to do it and I'll see what I look like at the end. If, I don't feel comfortable in shorts, I can wear workout leggings or something and be totally hot and pissed at myself. So I got a pair of shorts from there. They were size extra large and they went down to my knees and they covered all the stuff up that I didn't want people to see. So I got that and I was like, okay, Sean, I got my stuff. I'm ready to join the gym. So I joined the gym, and I remember somebody even told me, they're like, take it slow when you first get back after having a baby. I waited the length of time until the doctors cleared me. I went in for my appointment. They said, you're good to go. I definitely waited for that. I didn't even lift a finger during that time. And somebody was worried that I was going to overdo it. I was like, no, you don't have to worry. I was like, I didn't do much until I was cleared. I just wanted to make sure I was going to heal really well from my C-section. So yeah, I didn't, nope, you don't have to worry. I went to the gym the first day back, and I think a lot of people feel really uncomfortable going to the gym when they don't feel like they look good enough to go to the gym. But I was really excited to go to the gym, and I kind of thought that people would kind of see my transformation, and they may remember or keep seeing me going in and be like, oh yeah, I remember, like she came in that first day and, looked like things were maybe hard for her, but like I've been seeing her come all the time, and it's like amazing that she's doing this. That was more my perspective on it. Even though I didn't feel like cute really at the gym, I didn't really care. Like, I was really there to work out. So my advice is kind of like, does it really matter? I mean, that's the place you're going so that you can feel good about your own self, and that when you hang out with other people that, maybe like a boyfriend or husband or whatever, and you're like, oh, look how good I look, look how great I've been doing. I mean, generally they're not at the gym with you, like, judging you. It's really like the place you're going so that, you can then go home and feel good about yourself. And then, if you keep going and doing what you're supposed to do, you're going to get to a point where you feel really good about yourself and you're starting to look better and be in much better shape. So to me, it was always, it just doesn't matter right now, because you have to go to start your transformation. And wouldn't you rather have that transformation than just never go? So that's how I felt. It was, okay, this is like, I kind of just thought of it as a place that was like, this is where I go and I look disgusting. And then, people are going to think like, who is this? And what is she doing? And then they're going to see me in there one day and be like, wow, she is like cute and like she's in shape and she knows what she's doing. So I think that's like pretty cool. You can think in your head like, they may be thinking something now, but wait till they see me soon. So yeah, that's kind of how I thought about it. So the first day back at the gym, I went on the bike. I love the stationary bike, and I would do it for like 30 to 45 minutes generally when I was in much better shape. But the first day back, I did it for 3 minutes. So I was riding the bike and my feet were tingling and kind of falling asleep, and I just wasn't used to moving at all, and the 3 minutes was very hard. But I didn't want to make it so hard for myself that I wouldn't want to come back. And some people just can jump right in, but I take it slow. 3 minutes is not very long, but that was my first step back. So that's even more than one step forward. That's 3 minutes forward in a stationary bike. So that's what I did, and I went back home, and, I was like, okay, I did my first workout. I did 3 minutes on the bike. I don't know, it was kind of funny too, so I kind of got some joy out of it being a little humorous. And the next day I went back and I did my 3 minutes again. The day after that, I think I did 5 minutes, and the day after that, I think I did 10. And the day that I got to 15 minutes was a really great day because it didn't take that long to build up to that. And I felt so much better about myself and like I was moving. And then during that time when I was going to the gym and stuff, I also started watching what I was eating, and I was following MyFitnessPal and writing down in the app all the calories that I was eating. So everybody's calories are going to be different. And I think in the way beginning, I was doing 1,500 because I was losing weight really fast. I dropped 10 pounds the first month of doing this, which was pretty cool, but I wanted to do it the right way, and I wanted to make sure that I was going to be fit overall too, and I knew that it has to be a slow process, and just eating the right things and making sure that you're exercising an appropriate amount of time. But yeah, those 10 pounds in the first month came off like that. So that was pretty cool. There was a point where I had to lower my calories to 1,300 a day. And it sounds low, but I'm really short too. So I did have to, just to avoid the plateauing and stuff. So I did that, and then I took I did have some points too where I wasn't doing it. And then I would kind of go back to it. So I was doing all that stuff, and then I was probably a couple months away or whatever from Ezra's first birthday. And I thought, oh my gosh, I still have the weight to lose. wouldn't it be so cool if I got back down to pre-pregnancy weight for his first birthday? So then I could say in 1 year I lost all the pregnancy weight, which is a really good time frame. So I got really serious then, and I was making sure I was eating like healthy stuff, and I was watching what I was eating. I was cooking a lot, following a ton of recipes from Skinny Taste, which I love. If you don't follow Skinny Taste and Gina, oh my gosh, she's amazing. I have one of her cookbooks, but I follow a lot of it just from her blog, and oh, she is the best. That's like one of the things that's really helped me because I love the food I make on there. You can just find like all sorts of recipes, and I really, really recommend it. It's amazing. I still use those recipes now. They're just great recipes for, you know, tasty weight loss stuff. So focused. I wasn't doing many cheat days, and I just, you know, made sure I stuck to it. Every time I was getting into lower sizes and stuff, there was a point where I was more into mediums. And I would go and I would get like a few like Nike things, or at least try them on in the fitting room and like see how I looked. And I have some pictures that I'll put kind of side by side here. There's a pair of pants I didn't get that I still regret, the Nike in the inner thighs. Really, really cute, but I was thinking I was in the process of losing weight and I didn't want to get too small for them. So I was focused. So the day of his birthday, I woke up, I weighed myself 134.5, which was my pre-pregnancy weight, like to the half pound. So it was amazing. It was so amazing. It was the best feeling. I was like, I took off 55 pounds of pregnancy weight, and it was gone. It was just gone. And it was like, it was so, I felt like lighter. I felt so great. I was wearing more clothing items. And even though I wanted to really get down to like 115, 112 to 115, maybe a little lower some days would be nice, but I was so happy. And I think that was like what was kept me motivated, was being really happy with all of my successes and not too focused on, well, I still have this to go. Like, it didn't matter, and it doesn't matter, because, you know, all of the stuff I did to get to 134 and a half, I gave myself a pat on the back, and I was like, you are like great. Like, what you just did was amazing. And if you guys are doing that now too, like, don't ever think what you're doing isn't anything less than amazing, because it is. It's very hard to lose weight and stick to the diet and the cooking and the eating or whatever and the working out, and like, you put in a lot of time doing this and effort, and you know, I wasn't going to be like, well, I still have 20 more pounds to go minimum. Like, who cares? I thought I did amazing. And to know that I took off all the pregnancy weight, and okay, now I'm only working on pre-pregnancy weight at this point. So, and all the pre-pregnancy weight kind of came off easily in a way because it was starting to turn into spring. I was walking outside every chance I got. I mean, I was going anywhere. If you asked me to walk anywhere, I was up for it. And that's not like typically me. It's like, wait, like how far away is this? Or, you know, am I gonna make it okay? I don't know. So, yeah, we were walking, me and my husband, we would walk like everywhere, and he liked doing it too, and he was probably thinking, this is great, like Jamie's like walking out and about, like this is fun. And we would take our son in his stroller, and it was a really nice thing for us to do as a family, which I really recommend if you are losing weight, like pregnancy weight, like, you know, go like, you know, as a family, you can walk your new baby and, you know, have fun with it. It's like, it was really fun to do that. So we would walk everywhere, and the weight, I was like out walking, and I felt like I was getting kind of tan-ish. The weather was warming up, like I was starting to feel really good about myself, and I bought a pair of shorts. And then what I did was I went through old clothes that I had saved in a box that said like clothes for when I lose weight. A lot of them I didn't really like anymore. I was kind of like, okay, I don't like this stuff anymore. But I did find some shorts, and I tried them on, and I thought I can, you know, see stretch marks, and I can see kind of like creping of the skin a little bit where it's kind of like looser and weird stuff. And I was like, I don't care. I worked so hard to like be able to fit back into these shorts, and I just don't care if somebody else thinks I have stretch marks in them, which I do have stretch marks in them. So if they see, they see. So I put on my shorts. I felt so good about myself. And the really fun thing was that, and for me, I always do this. When I put on shorts, I feel like, all right, I can go. Like, I'm not going to overheat. And I can see all my muscles working. And it really motivates me. So I really do like wearing shorts. And I think a lot of people before I was pregnant, or even when I was like 115 pounds, people would say to me, or I would have, people wondering like why I was wearing shorts then too. So I don't know. I felt like I could wear shorts at different weights. So I can wear shorts if I have stretch marks. I'm going to wear shorts. I don't care. It's not like, it is not my problem if somebody doesn't like seeing my stretch marks. Like, they will have to get over it, because I really enjoyed it. So I was wearing my shorts and I was feeling so great about myself. And that summer, I did get down to 114 pounds, and I felt really good, even though sometimes I felt like 114 pounds wasn't the same as it was before pregnancy. I did feel like I was a little more jiggly and could have like toned up and stuff like that, but I still felt really good. And I wore 2-piece bathing suits, and I had the high-waisted bottoms. I bought some one-pieces and all this stuff, and yeah, I felt really good. Like, it wasn't like, okay, my body's perfect and now I'm like exactly the weight and look that I want to be. It really wasn't like that. I still felt like I needed to tone up a ton. I could have lost more weight, all this stuff, but I did feel so good about myself. I really, really did. So usually what happens to me is in the summer I'm doing really good with weight loss, and then around like the fall and then through the winter I start gaining some weight. So like right now, what happened to me last summer, because this weight loss was like 2 summers ago. So when I did that, the next summer, it was around this time of year, maybe March or April, and I was like, I have to lose like those last 10 pounds again. So right now, just from a couple months ago, I've gained like 5 to 7 pounds. So now that it's getting to be kind of springy-ish coming up, I'm going to start watching myself soon again so that I can get back down to what I like to be in the summer, which is really 115. That's like, that's what I can do easier, and I'm very comfortable at that weight. That is it. That is my story on my weight loss kind of surrounding pregnancy. And, it's weird because I feel like there's a lot of layers to it. And I feel like a lot of people want to know a lot of specific things about what you did. Like, what did you eat? What'd you do to work out? How many times a week? Blah, 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 blah. But there's also a mental component to it too that was really just as important. And that's why I kind of try to stress to you guys about, just doing it. Just start, because if you have doubts about it or you're not sure, should I lose the weight? Can I do it? Whatever. And just start. You're not going to know until you start. And when you start and you keep going, you will. So just, you just have to do it. And you can't worry about, what your weight is right now and what it's going to be. And oh my gosh, there's 30 more pounds to lose. What am I going to do? If you lose like anything that you lose, like if you lose 1 pound like 1 week, like it's good. It's really, really good. And you have to encourage yourself. So I think I was pretty good about encouraging myself a lot of times when I really didn't want to do it. Like when I was 160 pounds standing in the Walmart mirror, seeing what my new body looked like and all these stretch marks and like skin and weird stuff happening. And it was like, is this going to be worth it? What am I going to look like after this? And, I'm not going to be perfect after this. It didn't matter. You don't have to be perfect. You don't. But you want to feel comfortable about yourself and what you look like and how you feel. And that is the point that I got myself back to. And I am so happy that I did that. It's like you can like really thank yourself for, making sure that you're comfortable in your own skin. So that's it. I've had like other kind of yo-yo dieting and weight loss stuff too. But this was more specific to pregnancy, like a little before pregnancy. And then part 1 was kind of about that and during pregnancy. And this part was kind of, after pregnancy. So, but, before in the past, I've done Weight Watchers and I've done other things, mostly Weight Watchers a few times. But I have really found that my MyFitnessPal app has been perfect for me because, and it's not sponsored, obviously. Like, they're not going to sponsor me for losing weight or anything. A lot of people do it all the time. But I really like that app. It's free because, and you can write down like all the food you're eating, and you can add in like the workouts that you're doing too. It's so easy. I just find that it's really easy. So that's like my choice now when I'm losing weight, which unfortunately happens more than I want to. Yeah. And then the gym, like I love the gym and I really like doing all the weight machines and I like the stationary bike. I'll split it up with the treadmill a little bit. I used to like the elliptical, but it kind of makes me dizzy now. Definitely check out skinnytaste.com. You're going to find so many amazing like recipes on there and they're so good. And some of them are a little harder. A lot of them are pretty easy though. So just look for the ones that you think you can do. And that's what I do. And maybe one day I'll share some of my favorites and stuff. So yeah, good combination. So get what you're gonna eat down, like know what you're gonna be eating, get recipes, learn how to cook if you don't know how, learn how to make easy things, learn how to eat out, learn like what low calorie things are, look it up, read about it, learn how to incorporate healthier foods too. That's like one component. The next thing is figure out what kind of exercise you like. And for me, especially when it turned warmer, the walking was amazing because I enjoyed it. So I would go multiple times a day and just walk, and I got a little tan and I felt really good about myself. And then the third component would be like your mental state and just, motivating yourself and encouraging yourself and knowing that you're doing this for you so that you can feel comfortable about yourself and feel good about yourself. And even when you lose 10 pounds, you're going to feel that much better about yourself. Even if you didn't lose like 50 all at once, like you lose 10 of those, that's one of 5 10-pounders to lose. So you could be like, oh, I only have 4 more 10 pounds to lose. I did that a lot. I really hope to share like more cooking or recipes and stuff with you guys. And yeah, hope that you enjoyed. A lot of you requested for the second part. So hopefully I did what you wanted me to do. I think I did. I'll see you guys later, and also let me know down below if you have any video requests, and follow me on Instagram at JamieCheryl_. See you later. Bye.